And I'm wondering how you would define stress or being stressed out.
Okay. When I am stressed out, my heart races and I just can't move fast enough, and it's just a feeling, this weight on my shoulders.
Kind of like dread?
Yeah, just a little bit of that panic sensation.
There's times in your life when you feel like you're overwhelmed by either everything you need to do or everything that's weighing on your brain, but it's just times when you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming to get everything done that you need to get done.
I define stress as something that makes me want to pull my hair out.
Okay. Anybody else?
Something that's overwhelming.
Something that's overwhelming?
You don't know how to handle something.
I think stress is anything that requires a response from me that's outside of my norm.
So it would make you feel uncomfortable?
Not yes and no. Some stress, yes, some stress, not so bad.
Stress to me is just anything that I feel like I can't handle.
When you just feel like maybe you can't handle it anymore, or it feels like you can't handle it anymore.
Stress is worrying about finishing things that you need to get done on time and in the right way.
It's my poor ability to do the things that, in a better way. Meaning I have tons of things to do, and then I suddenly realize that I'm not capable of managing to do it all at the same time.
So what are some of your triggers? What are some of the things in life that stress you out?
Most of the time I get stressed out when I feel like I have a deadline coming up. In other words, where there's a point at which I have to conclude something, be it getting ready to go on a trip, or getting ready to turn in a report, or needing to get a bunch of work done by a particular time or date. So for me, I don't generally stress out very much, but it's always around a time mechanism.
If I have a big paper due, if I have a lot of projects, I'm designing something for the theater, if I'm trying to get that design done, as well as my schoolwork, and keeping my grades up, and trying to go to college, and the list goes on and on and on.
Okay, so is this a time that you're feeling kind of stressed?
A little.
Yeah.
I hate grades. Grades are a huge stressor, whether it's grading tests or grading labs or getting grades done for the progress reports. Grades are a stressor. I hate grades. What are other stressors? Changes in schedules. Kids missing class because of other events. Those are stressors.
Homework, personal issues, getting into college.
Getting into college.
Seeing big math problems.
That stresses you out?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to get a basketball scholarship.
Okay, so life will get you stressed sometimes. What are some of your triggers? What is your stress triggers that get you stressed out?
When I don't have enough time to get something done, or after I do something and I do it totally wrong and I have to redo it, I totally get bogged down. Otherwise, I just say running out of time.
Time. How about relationships or anything else?
Oh, as in like a trigger?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. They can be very stressful. You think you have a great thing going, and then something happens, and you're backpedaling, and it was over something you didn't even see.
Yeah.
The things you take for granted can easily come back to you.
The biggest thing that stresses me out is too much going on. And that's kind of twofold. One, either I'm doing too much, there's too much, there's a play going on, I have classes, I have a million things I have to do up in Highlands, I have 500 things I have to do down here, and that can stress me out. Or it could be something as simple as I'm in a room and a million people are running around and I have nothing to do with what's going on at all, and that really stresses me out too. A lot of commotion that I can't pay attention to at all.
How do you know when you're stressed?
Well, it has evolved. A long time ago, I had stomach cramps, and then that was when I was traveling, and it was an important travel. Like I had to travel from country to country. I would get stressed. My stomach will start acting up. As I got older, I had a little rash on my face. So those are things that my body does. It makes me aware that something is going on.
My voice changes, and well, Sue says that my facial expression kind of changes. I don't know how, but
do you get stomach aches or any headaches or anything like that?
I feel like you want to cry, but really not.
Okay.
Kind of stuff like that.
So
And then the sound, your voice sounds totally different.
It's hard to sometimes. It's like it's out of your control. You just can't sometimes just sort of I guess take hold of that.
Calm down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and what I do find is helpful is to be able to take a deep breath and try and put things in perspective. But sometimes it's really hard to do.
You're tired and you just feel like flat, exhausted.
You don't feel like doing anything.
So you have knots in your stomach. That's not like the cutesy butterflies. It's like, oh, I don't feel good today. Like, I really don't want to do this.
I get real tired. I get a lot more tired than I should be for what I've done. That and I tend not to eat very much.
I don't really get angry, as in I just get short with my answers, and I won't be near as conversational, and I definitely do not joke when I'm stressed.
Okay, it's good to know.
I become really impatient with people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and
just bring you into like a bad mood.
Yeah, like you don't want to interact with people because you know you're not in a good mood to talk to other people.
So you get agitated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
irritated pretty easily.
I feel isolated when I'm really stressed. I just like I don't want to bring my stress to other people.
I know I'm stressed when I find myself being agitated more than I would be normally. When I'm stressed out, something that normally wouldn't bother me will all of a sudden, make me, I don't want to say really angry, but angry, way that I can, in a tangible way that I can feel it. And that's how I know I'm stressed. I know that my breaking point has all of a sudden become shorter.
I usually get acne when I'm really stressed out, and I get headaches, and I feel just like tense all the time. So my body, I can tell from my body when I'm stressed.
So if I'm starting to get stressed, I'll do things like start cleaning. I will start thinking about things, waking up in the middle of the night to get things done, start making lists. I started becoming a little bit obsessive about getting things completed. I find it very rewarding and moving myself on. I realize it drives other people crazy.
How do you relieve yourself from stress?
I just try to think about something else and just spending some time by myself.
Okay, you take time out to be by yourself, to do things you enjoy doing?
Well, to distract myself about that kind of stuff.
I tend to work out. I tend to make lists and get things done. I start moving in a direction of saying, okay, I need to do this. I'm not going to go to sleep and sleep away from it. I'm going to address it head on and create a plan in order to move through the stress. And to get on the other side of it, so you start to see successes and goals, which then are stress relieving.
Usually I go to weight room to lose some weight.
Okay.
To just like kind of, I'd rather screw the weights to other people. I don't want to put my bad emotion to other people.
Okay, so you get it out, lifting weights, exercise.
Or like playing ball.
Okay. Exercise, yeah. How about you, Jennifer?
I sleep over it.
You sleep?
I just sleep and not think about it, and sometimes I just end up watching Korean dramas. They're fabulous. They make me laugh. So it's just basically putting your attention to other stuff.
Okay, so taking time out.
Yeah, do something will make you happy.
Yeah, but I really like to organize things, stack things. I like to play cards. Cards really de-stress me. Anything that can completely occupy my mind on something that is incredibly structured helps me de-stress, but also just sitting down and watching TV with my dog or Miss Brianna really helps out too.
So what do you do to take care of yourself when you're stressed, or to keep yourself from getting stressed?
When I am stressed, I knit. And I know that's kind of nerdy, but it helps me to have something to do with my hands, and I can knit while I'm listening or while I'm reading and studying. So it really helps me to just like make something while I'm stressing, or sometimes I crunch ice, but don't tell my mom.
I seriously will just put whatever I'm working on away and take a break for 20
also do something you enjoy?
Just to get away, just to try to not think about it.
Good.
I try to take control over things I can control. So if it's task related, list, deadlines, managing my schedule. If it's beyond my control, I try to remember that and let it go when you can and worry about it when you can.
Definitely soccer. For me, soccer is one of the things that makes me just every time I'm with a soccer ball and with the guys playing, it makes my life easier.
How do you relieve your stress?
A ball.
What does that mean?
I play basketball.
You ball, okay.
I listen to music.
Okay.
I play the guitar.
You play the guitar, nice.
I ball too.
You ball too. Okay, great. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day.
I was gonna say
No stress.